Hey dear learners, welcome back to e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce, Verda. This lecture is for the BCom first semester English medium for the subject Business Economics. And this is our last lecture for this subject. After this concept, that is revenue concept, we would be done with the syllabus of the Business Economics for this semester. So let's begin with a very small and sweet concept of revenue concept. So what is mean by revenue? Revenue means the income, right? Before discussing this, we have seen the production concept. Thereby, we have seen the relationship between the physical input and the physical output. Then, we have seen the cost concept. Thereby, we have seen the relationship between the input and output. But what kind of relationship? Monetary relationship. How much amount I need to acquire the inputs and the output that I will produce as a producer, what is going to be the cost of those outputs. So in cost concept, we have seen all these monetary things. Today we are discussing the revenue concept. Now, when we are talking about the revenue, so in our syllabus we have to learn three types of revenues, that is total revenue, average revenue and the marginal revenue, and the relationship between these revenues. So we would be, we are going to see this relationship with the help of this table that you can see, and then we are going to see the graphs of this revenues. Okay, so let's begin. First one is total revenue. What does mean by total revenue then? Total revenue is the amount generated by selling total goods and services in the firm. Okay, for example, you have produced 10 units of goods and each priced at rupees 100. Okay, each priced at rupees 100. So your total revenue would be 100 into 10 equals to 1000. So 1000 is going to be your total revenue. So how do we obtain total revenue? When we multiply total quantity sold with the price, then we get total revenue. I hope you are clear with the meaning of total revenue. Now, we will come to the concept of average revenue. See, when we were discussing the concept of average production, when we were dealing with the concept of average cost, then only I have told you the meaning of word average. What is average? Average means per unit. What average refers to? Average refers to per unit, and here it refers to per unit of quantity sold. Okay, per unit of quantity sold. Like here we have seen that our total revenue is rupees 1000 and quantity sold is 10. Okay, so what's going to be our average revenue? Our average revenue is going to be 100. So here you can see that price of the commodity is equals to average revenue. So can we say that the price is always equals to average revenue? So yes, the answer is yes. We can say that price is always equals to average revenue. Like here, if you are going to shift this formula, total revenue, if you are going to take this Q over here, so it would be there in divide and you would get T is equals to TR divided by Q. And TR divided by Q represents what? It represents average revenue. Means average revenue is equals to price. Okay, so we can say that the average revenue is equal to price. The next concept that we are going to discuss over here is of marginal revenue. Now what does mean by marginal revenue? Marginal revenue is the revenue which is generated by selling an additional unit of output. Like when we talk about the marginal, so the thing that should come into our mind is extra. So what is marginal revenue? Marginal revenue is a revenue which is generated by selling an additional unit of output. Now, how can we calculate marginal revenue? So, the formula for calculating marginal revenue is here. MR equals to TRN, means total revenue generated by selling n units minus TRN minus 1 minus total revenue generated by selling N minus 1 unit. For example, here we are selling 10 units and we are generating the revenue of 1000 rupees. But now what happens? We sell an additional unit, we sell one more unit at the price of 120 rupee, at the price of 100 only. Okay, so now we are selling 11 units at the price of 100, means total revenue is going to be 1100. And if we are going to subtract revenue of 10 units from the revenue of 11 units sold, so we are going to get marginal revenue, that would be 100 over here. Or the another formula for calculating marginal revenue is change in total revenue divided by change in quantity sold. Like earlier we were earning 1000 rupees as a revenue, but due to selling one additional unit, now we are earning 1100. Okay, so 1000 minus 1100 minus 1000 is 100. Okay, so change in total revenue is 100 rupees, and earlier we were selling 10 quantities and now we are selling 11 quantities. So now when we are selling 11 quantities, so change in quantity would be 1, so marginal revenue would be 100. So this way marginal revenue can be calculated, and the marginal revenue is the extra revenue generated by selling an additional unit of commodity. So I hope you are clear with the concept of total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue. Now we are going to see this, see the relationship between these three with the help of table and diagram. Here you can see the table whereby the units of commodity sold are being given, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the total revenue that the firm is generating by selling those commodity is also given. The average revenue is given, that we have calculated by using our formula of TR divided by Q. Then we have the marginal revenue, and we can also say that total revenue is the sum of marginal revenue. Okay, so at first unit you can see that all this total revenue, average revenue and the marginal revenue are equal. Then you can see that as we are selling second unit, so the total revenue is becoming 18 rupees. Then at third unit it's 24, then fourth unit it's 28, and at fifth unit it's 30, and at the sixth unit as well you can see that it's remaining constant. Then at seventh unit it's declining from 30 to 28, at 8th unit it's further declining to 24, at 9th unit it's further declining to 18, and at 10th unit it's further declining to 10 rupees. So we can see that initially the total revenue increases, like up to 5th unit the total revenue is increasing here, then it becomes constant. At 6th unit it's becoming constant, and then it starts declining. So it represents that at initial level the total revenue increases, then it remains constant for certain period of time, and then it starts declining. So why does it happen? We will see further. Okay, now we will see average revenue and how does it behave. So see, how do we calculate average revenue? We use this formula, total revenue divided by quantity sold. So when we are selling one quantity and total revenue is 10, so 10 divided by 1 we have got 10. Then when we are selling 2 units and the total revenue is 18 rupees, so average revenue is coming at 9 rupees. Then when we are selling 3 quantities and the total revenue is 24 rupees, so average revenue at this level is 8 rupees. Then when we are selling 24 quantities and the total revenue is 28 rupees, so average revenue is coming at 7 rupees. Then when we are selling 5 quantities at 30 rupees, so the average revenue is coming at 6 rupees. Then further when we are selling 6 units at 30 rupees, so average revenue is further declining to 5 rupees. Then when we are selling 7 units at 28 rupees, so its average revenue is coming at 4 rupees. And when we are going further and selling 8, 9 and 10 units at 24, 18 and 10 rupees respectively, so the average revenue we are getting at different points is 3, 2, 1, 3, 2 and 1 respectively. Okay, so here we can see that average revenue is continuously declining. Now why average revenue is declining? So we have seen that average revenue is equals to price. Average revenue is equal to price. Okay, and if firm wants to increase its sale, so what it has to do in the market? For increasing its sale, it has to decline in its price in the market. Then only more and more quantity of commodity can be sold in market. So when the quantity of commodity which are being sold in the market is increasing, so with that average revenue is decreasing. Why? Because it is average revenue is equals to price. Okay, and if the firm wants to sell more and more goods or the more and more commodities, more and more units of particular commodity, so it has to decline its price in the market, and due to this logic the average revenue is declining. Now we will talk about the marginal revenue. How do we calculate marginal revenue? Total revenue of n units minus total revenue of n minus 1 unit. Like at fourth level you can see that at fifth level you can see that total revenue is 30. Okay, total revenue is 30 and total revenue is 30, and if we want to find the marginal revenue at fifth unit, so first of all we have to consider the total revenue of all this fifth unit, that is 30 rupees that we have written there. Then we have to minus the total revenue of this 4 units, that's going to be 28 rupees. So 30 minus 28 would be 2. So marginal revenue from the fifth unit would be 2 rupees. Okay, so this way the marginal revenue also goes on decreasing, because in order to sell the additional units in the market you have to decline your price in the market. Okay, so as I have told you that total revenue is the summation of marginal revenue. So here you can see that at initial level all the 3 revenue are 10. Then you can see that at the second unit, when the marginal revenue is 8, so the total revenue being the summation of marginal revenue, it's 18, and further also you can see that the total revenue is the summation of marginal revenue. And at fifth unit you can see that when the marginal revenue is becoming 0, so at the fifth unit the total revenue is 13, and when it is becoming 0 at 6th unit, so marginal revenue is remaining constant at rupees 30 only. And when the marginal revenue is in negative, so the total revenue starts declining. Why? Because it is a summation of marginal revenue. So this way we have seen the relationship between the total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue with the help of table. Now we will see the graphical representation of all this total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue. So first see the graphical representation of total revenue. So it is an x-axis whereby we have represent the output sold or quantity sold, and on y-axis we have represented the total revenue. So as in the table you can see that up to fifth unit the total revenue is increasing. So here also you can see that total revenue is increasing at increasing rate up to the fifth unit, and when at the sixth unit you can see that the total revenue is remaining constant due to 0 increase in marginal revenue. So here you can see that at the sixth point the total revenue is remaining constant, and then when the marginal revenue is declining, so you can see that the total marginal revenue is becoming negative, so the total revenue is declining. So here in graph as well, you can see that total revenue curve is coming downward. Okay, so this way we get this curve of total revenue, which shows that at initial stage when the marginal revenue is increasing at increasing rate, so the total revenue also increases at increasing rate. When marginal revenue becomes zero, so total revenue gets constant, and when the marginal revenue starts getting negative, so total revenue starts declining. That we can see with the help of this diagram. Now we will see the behavior of average revenue and marginal revenue. So here as well, on x-axis we have represented the quantity of output sold. On y-axis we have represented the average revenue and the marginal revenue. Here you can see that the average revenue curve is continuously showing a decline. Okay, like average revenue continuously shows a decline, so it is continuously showing a decline, but it is always greater than the marginal revenue. Okay, it's always greater than the marginal revenue, and that is why this curve is above the marginal revenue curve. And in marginal revenue curve, you can see that it's also showing decline. Okay, and it's becoming negative as well. Like after reaching zero, it's becoming negative. So this curve is also showing decline. At particular point, it is touching zero, and then it's becoming negative. So you can see that the marginal revenue curve is also showing decline, and it's below the average revenue curve. And one thing that we need to understand here is when the marginal revenue when the marginal revenue becomes zero, then the total revenue reaches its peak. Okay, reaches its peak. Like here at the 6th unit, when the marginal revenue is becoming zero, then the total revenue is its peak, means total revenue is 30. After that point, the total revenue starts declining. Why? Because marginal revenue becomes negative. So one thing that we need to keep in mind is the point where the marginal revenue becomes zero. At that point, the total revenue reaches its peak, and after that point it starts declining. So this way the graph of all total revenue, marginal revenue and the average revenue is plotted, and this way we have seen the relationship between the total revenue, marginal revenue and the average revenue. So today we are done with our syllabus, and you're going to have your examinations very soon. So questions from such curves, such graphs can be asked in your examination. So just keep watching the lectures. In case you are having any doubt regarding the questions, regarding any concept, so you can WhatsApp me, you can call me, but just keep studying, keep watching the lectures, keep reading the study material, and all the best for your examinations. Thank you.